Pull-up elbow jumper, yes. That is Reed Titus. Titus brothers with 8 of the 19 on the board now.
Liberty is not moving at all against that zone defense. You really want to continue to move yourselves, penetrate the gap, penetrate with the basketball, and just stand around in the spot.
Moultrie floats one up there. Brandon Moultrie.
You know, he's a nice point guard. Point guards aren't always supposed to score, and it's not always the guy that puts up the most points that remains to be the best point guard. It's the point guard that controls the game, gets his guys in the right spot into the scoring opportunities, and then can also do that himself.
Brandon averages 9 points per game. He's second on the team in assists behind Turner. His season high against Reed Springs when he scored 16 points. It was a big bucket for Liberty. That was their first of the quarter. And they played nearly 5 minutes before they got their first bucket. Nice rebound by Turner. Boy, this guy's a tough guy. Plays linebacker football, and running and scoring is Reese Frizzell. And now the takeaway. Turner's everywhere right now. Guy leads the team in steals. Gets it back. Moultrie for 3. Ball on the deck. Guess who? Kellan Turner's everywhere right now.
Everywhere.
He's trying to will his team back, and Moultrie with a tough off-balance shot puts it up and in, and that'll get a Billy Gannett Truman timeout.
That's a good combo right there. And Brandon Moultrie and Kellan Turner at the guard spot. Both juniors feed off each other very well.
All starts with the hustle, the rebounds, the guy that gets the loose balls. Kellan Turner gets Liberty going, and Moultrie's hit a couple of shots, and they're right back in this ball game, down by only 3.
Yeah, and they're like, you know, Kellan Turner's the one on the floor right now, and he's creating more opportunities for his team and more shots. There's Natalie Moultrie right there doing a good job with all of her tournaments around town. Constantly. Obviously, her son has been around the game quite a bit. But then you've got Brandon hitting shots, and eventually Kellan Turner is a very nice outside shooter also.
Brandon, a 6-foot junior guard. Trying to bring his team back after they're trailing by as many as 9 in the quarter. 6-0 run by the Blue Jays. Coming up in Hy-Vee at the half, a special halftime interview. Chris McCabe, the Liberty North Eagles boys basketball coach, will join us. His team in the finals of the Cardinal Division. Thornton's runner spinning in. Here's another good-looking sophomore, Dwayne Thornton. And a foul coming up on the Patriots as Moultrie got in the paint.
Coach Gannett has had the luxury over the last couple of years of getting a guy, normally a guard, to stay with him for 4 years, start and play that whole time. And again, he's got a couple of young guards right now, Thornton being one of them, the sophomore that's going to stick around for a while.
Mitchell Large with the rejection. Thornton back the other way, lost it. And now a collision in the backcourt and a foul coming up on Reed Titus. As Moultrie hit the deck.
That was on Truman, number 14, Reed Titus. His second foul, team foul number 5.
5 team fouls, 2 on the freshman guard.
You talked about Chris McCabe at Liberty North. He's done a heck of a job in just a short period of time, putting together a real nice program.
Frizzell missing on the 3. Kellan Turner, Mr. Everywhere.
That's not supposed to happen at 6 foot. You're not supposed to go in there and get an offensive rebound and put back from 2 feet away.
That's the old line, want to. He wanted it more than the guys in the Navy jerseys. Turner is some kind of player for the Jays. Inside to Large. And he can't connect. Back quickly the other way. Greeley rejected by Titus. And we got a Truman foul. Nice play there by the freshman with the rejection, Reed Titus. They'll give the foul to Mitchell Large. And Frizzell back to the stripe.
Good job right there. Good timing up top. No body down below. Against Greeley, who is a nice athlete.
Reese Frizzell. This guy is a key contributor off the bench. Averages 8 points, 4 rebounds. Very good student in the National Honor Society at Liberty High School. 1-point ball game now. After the Blue Jays look to be in trouble, down by 9 earlier in the quarter, and scrapping their way back in it.
It's going to be a nice game. This one's coming right down to it. It will not be a blowout or a double-digit game.
Now everybody's decided we're going to get our fouls worked into the ball game here. Nobody over the limit. Both teams at 6 apiece.
Now, I've got the hint tonight that you don't like fouls. Free throws and fouls, and clock stop, nothing like that. You don't like that, do you?
Well, I don't like a team with a lead in the second half and fouling to stop the clock to let the other team shoot free throws.
Double-digit lead.
Yeah,
too,
double-digit lead, and let's foul and let the other team shoot free throws with the clock stop. That's not a good way to close out a game, if that's what you're saying. As yet another foul. And we've got a free throw opportunity coming up here for Tom Ruddy.
Good looking stroke.
Tom, a senior guard, also football player in the fall, averaging 5 points per game.
Get the opportunity to set that three-quarter court 2-2-1 press. Creating a problem right now, too.
In the paint, Moultrie back out to Turner. Under a minute to play before Hy-Vee at the half kicks in.
Well, this is more like how you play a zone. You've got to play a zone actively. If you're going to play it, don't just sit back and let the other team pass the ball around. Make it difficult to do so.
Turner with the 3 ball. Liberty will keep at the baseline with 44 seconds to go.
And again, Coach Kane doing a good job of getting the most out of his players all the time. A lot of coaches will allow their kids to sit back and play a lazy zone. He's not letting that happen.
Frizzell from downtown, way off the mark. And not draw iron on that one. I think Truman's going to hold for the final shot of the second quarter here. Leading by 3. Titus. Very good ball handler. He's their assist leader and scoring leader. I have a feeling he might be the guy that puts it up here. As gets hip checked there by Turner. And the bumping foul will set up a 1-and-1 here for Titus, who's 0 for 2 from the stripe. Normally a pretty good foul shooter is Lane Titus.
It's a good guard matchup right there. Kellan Turner and Lane Titus going at each other.
Checking in for the Blue Jays, number 22, Brandon Carter.
Both juniors, one 6 foot, one 6'1". Tough player.
Plenty of time now for the Blue Jays. Turner up the floor, and he's fouled.
Which you love, because you want to foul 27 feet away from the basket and allow him to go to the free throw line.
Yep.
Is that what you were thinking?
I was thinking, no, I don't want to foul right there, actually.
Kellan Turner.
But these things occur.
And that's why Coach Kane has that look on his face that he does right now. Because he liked it too.
Here's Turner, 1-and-1 situation, connecting on the front end. Yeah, he can make it a 2-point lead for Truman if he can hit this next one, and he does. This guy's a ball player, Kellan Turner. Yeah, let's see what Coach Kane can diagram up in the final 7 seconds. Can they get a shot off? They want Titus to take it. And here comes their star back the other way, and he puts it up and in.
He wants the foul.
They didn't get the foul, they get the bucket. Tyus Edney all the way up the floor and scoring on Liberty. And Truman will take a 4-point lead into the halftime. 26-22 in the semifinals of the American Family Insurance Holiday Basketball Classic. Titus for Truman gives him a 4-point lead. Hy-Vee at the half next. Low scoring first half between Truman and Liberty. Patriots leading the Jays 26-22. We welcome you to Hy-Vee at the half, and our special Hy-Vee halftime guest is the head boys basketball coach at Liberty North in his third year, Chris McCabe. Before we talk about this year, a quick thought on last year. What a dream season. First year, 8 wins. Second year, 24 wins. You're in Columbia. You get third place. What a great season last year was.
It's stuff books are written of, movies are made of, Kevin. We had kids are doing it the right way in the first year, and you only have 8 wins for it. So, you keep telling them, you're preaching them, and you're doing the right things, and then all of a sudden we struck it rich down the stretch. And, we got great kids, we got great support, and so we kind of bottled it up in that little stretch late and beat some good teams and some good games, and it's something that I personally will never forget. It was a blast for me and for our guys too, and we're just hoping to carry some of that same momentum.
Now, most everybody back. You get off to a little bit of a slow start, but, that's schedule-driven. You played some very good teams early on, but now you seem to be finding a role. You're in the finals of the Cardinal Division. You struggle a little bit in the second half as far as against William Chrisman, but you get the W. The fourth quarter wasn't so good. But today you got a payback win and a good one over Smithville, a good basketball team that beat you earlier this year, 63-60. You win in a good defensive performance by your team.
Yeah, they were phenomenal defensively tonight. I love statistics, and if you look at statistics, Smithville scored 63 on us the first time we play them. They scored 28 tonight. You average it out, they're 45 and a half. Well, we give up on the year 45 and a half, so I knew we were somewhere in between there, and we just guarded really, really well and kept us in it, and then we went on a 21-2 run third quarter into fourth, which just allowed us to pull away. Our little point guard Hanson, who does everything for us, hit a couple shots, and that got us some momentum. But, hey, we're thrilled with it, but we know it's not going to get any easier because, we got Park Hill South once, and we're going to get a chance to play them, and Rick's done a good job, and they're a heck of a club.
What about that matchup with Coach Zeke's team tomorrow night? For the championship, of course, he's got Coach Zeke there. He's got Coach Miner.
Absolutely.
He's got a good team. How do you beat these guys?
Well, we've done it once, and I don't think it means anything. And I think that's the most important thing we're telling our guys is, congratulations for the first time you beat them, but it doesn't give you any points on the scoreboard for tonight. And we'll come focused. We got a good report. Coach Price has done a good job with the scout, and we've got some tape and some things ready for the guys, and we'll make some good adjustments and get after it. Our guys will play hard, and it'll be a great atmosphere for us.
Good luck to you.
Right, Kevin.
Chris McCabe, head coach of the Eagles of Liberty North. Hy-Vee at the half will continue right after this timeout as you're watching Metro Sports. Truman leading by 4 at halftime. Hy-Vee at the half will continue. Numbers and highlights just around the corner. Patriots have led by 9 at one point, but now their lead down to 4. The second half coming up next. Truman, the halftime leader. Time now for the Hy-Vee first half highlights.
Truman got it going early on. Lane Titus, the 6'1" junior, very tough going to the basket. Not to be outdone. Some good work on the offensive glass there by Kawaka too. Again, Brandon Moultrie, really solid point guard. Not this guy right here is unbelievable at 6'4". Kellan doing a very nice job. Kellan Turner. And again, Titus very strong. Both those guys are really fun to watch play against each other. Titus and Kellan Turner, both hard-nosed guys that play very hard.
Liberty, the first possession of the third quarter. Moultrie, the baseline jumper. Blue Jays will keep. Winners, Moultrie, Griffin, Turner, and Tuggle in white for Liberty. Down by 4, but trailed by as many as 9 in the second quarter before they made a little run. Truman's played the 2-3 zone throughout. Griffin down the baseline. Fouled by Huber.
Foul is on Truman, number 52, Zach Huber.
Time now for the look at the numbers. Anything jump off the page? Neither team really shooting ball great as far as three-point shooting is concerned. Both teams with a high number of turnovers, too.
I was going to say that right there, Truman shooting the ball off the charts, but the rebounding does definitely stick out, and Liberty not shooting the ball well at all outside the three-point line. So both those things balance each other out, and then Truman, obviously they're shooting a higher percentage because they got a lot of nice-looking shots from the inside, close range, 18-8 points in the paint.
Griffin hits 1 out of 2. Liberty definitely wanted to shoot it well from downtown to break up that zone, but not been able to do that tonight. Here's Titus on the drive, and he is fouled.
He is going to go to the left. He has made that very pronounced tonight that he's going to make his way to the left, which is his dominant hand.
Once again, his neck still bothering him there. You saw him grabbing the back of his neck. He's fighting that stiff neck from their ball game against Kearney. He's had a good night tonight. Left-handers not had a great night at the foul stripe, though. He is just 1 out of 5, and normally better than that. Griffin checks out. Frizzell back in for Liberty. Truman with the original starting 5 on the floor. It's Thornton, Ruddy, Titus, Agee, and Huber. Moultrie's 3 off front lip. Everybody's teeing up threes now. Agee can't connect. Turner, eyes up, scanning the floor as he brings it up. Turner into the paint.
I missed that. I don't know if they call it a travel or is it a foul.
3 seconds in the lane is the word on press row here.
I did not think that was a foul. He made a good solid move at the basket again.
And blocking foul coming up. This one going to be whistled on Artie Tuggle.
You know, the pros do not teach these kids a very good job of acting. And that's one of those lazy plays that time that the pros I try to get away with and do not. And Artie Tuggle tried to do the same thing. Just stay in there.
Oh, a nice looking scoop by the sophomore guard, Wayne Thornton. Traveling violation on the Jays, so back-to-back turnovers. Back to Truman leading by 5. 2 minutes deep into your third quarter. The winner to take on Rockhurst. The 9 p.m. championship ball game of the Patterson Division. Rockhurst trying to repeat as champions, as are Blue Springs South and Lee Summit West in the other division.
That's a nice ball game, right? That would be a track meet.
Titus hits the deck. Ball comes out. Liberty back the other way. Moultrie handing it off. And Waku Dua puts it up and in.
That's what a good point guard is supposed to do, is reward his teammates for running with him. And hit the one with wide open layup.
Stack 2.
Liberty been pretty much man-to-man all night.
Titus getting a little bit frustrated. Good defense there by Cody Winters.
One of their hardest working players. They go into Titus, saved in play. Titus gets it back.
They got it.
And it'll be a player control foul. Winters taking the charge. Titus does not like the call.
That was on Truman, number 22.
The bucket went in too.
His second
The
foul.
bucket will not count. The Jays will have it in the backcourt, down by 3. Second foul on Lane Titus.
of that zone defense. Not as active as it was in the first half.
Blue Jays
still effective.
Over 10 turnovers now as back the other way is Thornton, and he's fouled. The bucket will count. Frizzell came in late and will give him the extra free throw shot.
On the Blue Jays, number 23, Reese Frizzell.
I like the upside of this Dwayne Thornton, the guard for the Truman Patriots.
He's nice. Does a good job getting out in transition, and he's one of those guys that Coach Gannett can really ride for the next 2.5 years.
Checking back in for the Blue Jays,
A 9-point game, 2 above his average. Backcourt pressure shown by the Patriots. Broken. Moultrie into the paint. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lane Titus. Blue Jay basketball down by 6. Middle stages of the third quarter. It's a low-scoring ball game between the Patriots and the Blue Jays. Turnaround by Griffin. No. Moultrie the one-handed rebound and putback. Brandon Moultrie with a half dozen.
Slick play that time by Brandon. Very deliberate with their offense right now. Cody Winters doing a very nice job on Titus. Titus getting frustrated as they go along.
Reach-in foul on Winters.
That was on Liberty indicating Cody Winters.
That's just his first.
His first foul. He fouled number 4.
Winters doing a tough job there covering Titus. He's all over him. Sticky defense. Ooh. Thornton got the runner mastered tonight.
Tell you what, you gotta watch this guy.
He got 3 or 4 runners. And those are not easy shots, folks. Now the steal by AG, re-stolen back by Turner. Whips it inside to Frizzell. Good ball movement. And Brandon Moultrie puts it up and in.
Nice.
Blue Jays starting to find themselves, but still trailing by 4 here as we approach 3 to play in the quarter. And now Winters is really getting under the skin, I think, of Titus. It's 3 fouls on Lane, and he's starting to get frustrated. You can see the look on his face, grimacing and shaking his head. I know his neck's bothering him a little bit, but getting under the skin of the player you're guarding. That's what Cody Winters is doing right now for Liberty.
And what he's doing is he's forcing Titus, and Titus will learn this because he's now the focal point of the defense. He is always going to draw the best defensive player. He's just got to continue to take and plod along what the defense gives him and not duck his shoulder and throw an elbow and this and that, which is what he's doing right now.
Frizzell couldn't get a handle on the ball and was moving. It's a traveling violation.
Gotten out of his game. Cody Winters deserves a lot of credit for doing so.
Steal by Turner and booked the bucket. The double team worked like a charm there. And now the backcourt foul coming up on Liberty.
Did you like that one?
Well, you got to take the risk. It worked the last time. You might as well take another risk there. They're trying to battle back.
Team foul number 5.
Second foul on Kellan Turner. Thornton changed his mind on the jumper. Moultrie, the nice bounce feed, and Griffin traveled. Truman just barely holding on to this 2-point lead. The Blue Jays keep whittling away. Ruddy out to Thornton. Thornton into the paint, scoops it up.
He's a finisher.